In this short training video, I'm going to cover the FB00 book a call flow. So what we're doing here is we're going to be doing outreach. We're going to build a little relationship. We're going to book a call, and then we're closing deals. That's what this pipeline's objective is. Very simple to execute. In the overview here, as we're doing it, the first thing to know is what can we do here? What's interesting? Well, first and foremost, if we click over here, we've got a couple of options. If I zoom in, you can see I can go to my templates. I can go through all these things, but the first thing that I wanted to share is editing pipeline. So if you ever want to edit the pipeline, what you can do here is click that button, and then now you can change the name of your pipeline. You can set it up so that cards can be moved to the top or the bottom of the flow. When I test, I usually have this thing checked on. And when I don't test and I'm running in full mode, I have this off. And then of course, here's all the notes for the pipeline. And the video that's being filmed right now, or the multiple videos, will be placed here. And you can see kind of how that works. So in this case, what we're doing is now you understand where that is. The second thing is, if you ever need support or help when you get a card moving along in any one of these stages, we have these little SOPs right here. So each stage has an exact SOP for it. So in this case, it would be left click the message icon. That's the message icon. Paste send initial question template, move card to stage 4. So I know exactly what to do. All I do is I would click this button. It would take me into the profile, into the messenger profile. I'd paste the message, send the message, and I come back here and I click and drag the card and move along. Now, to get started with this particular pipeline, one of the things that we have to do is edit or update a couple of the templates. Very easy to do. We can click on any one of these sets of 3 dots. We go assign templates. This is the FB00 pipeline. You can see I've used this now to sort all the messages just for this pipeline are now here. And my job is very simple. All I need to do is let me zoom in just a little bit more, and I'm gonna hover over the eyeball, and you can start to see each and every part of the copy. So this is one way to do it. And then if we notice, here we go, we gotta update this, right? Because it says on the second line, I noticed one of your specialties or area of your specialty. So to change that or update, all we do is we just click the pencil. And we're gonna come in here and we're gonna change our area of specialty. So you just put in whatever it is that you do. And then we'd also put in the problem you solve for clients. Okay, so we have to just update some of these words very, very quickly. Once you've updated, you just hit save, and then we'll come right back to the screen, right? So, and again, if it doesn't, just type in FB00 at the top here. And so we will go through, here's another one, right? So you got to click here on number 6, and you got to enter another problem you fix related to the initial pain point, and that's one, then you would save that. So that's number 6, and then we go through the rest. Let's see here. So boom. Oh, there we go. We got to do number 9. So we would just jump in here and change number 9 and hit save. And we'll come back to the screen here. And again, if it doesn't appear like this, just type in FB00. 9.1. Oh, we got to adjust that one too. Enter FlowChat member name. So this is a referral ask. This one's pretty cool. We just got to change our name right here. We just got to just take this one out and just put our name right there, and then this would be for the person you're getting the referral from, their name as well. So very simple there. You would just put that in there, hit save, and then that's number 9.1. And number 10, oh, you got to put in your booking link. So you must have a calendar booking link in order for this pipeline to be super effective. You can set one up at calendly.com for free in about 5 minutes. Just go to YouTube and say, how do I set up a Calendly booking link? You'll have like 10 videos. You can just watch one and set one up, and then you just come back here and pop that link in. Very easy to do. Then we hit cancel or save. And then we would go through, let's see. Yep. So area of specialty, boom. Enter the Calendly link. Were you able to find a spot? Okay, there's nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Oh, here we go. On stage here, number 15, we click here. And we want to update. Again, this is actually what we call a variable. So any variable can be added. Say I wanted to like put somebody's last name right here. I can click add variable, lead value, and I can put their last name, and it would just appear right there. So I don't want to do that, but that's what this is here. So you don't have to change that. Just the things that say like enter the problem you can solve for the client. So you just update that really quick, and then you hit save. Okay, and then I think that's it. Yep. Enter the next steps. On the last message, after someone purchases something from you, again, click here, and we would just go ahead and enter the next step of whatever it is that you need to support your client with. Perfect. Okay, so that's how we do the editing of the pipeline. Once we have that all tuned up, all we have to do now is add some people to this thing, and then we're going to start sending messages. So what I'm going to do is actually do a real live search for you. Now on our import feature here, we're going to go to Facebook, and you see we've got all these different choices. We can import from your messages, likes from any post, friends, groups, comments, and there's advanced training on all of this stuff over here on the left where it says product guide, importing leads. Okay, you click that, you can get all the training on all of it. But what I'm going to do is just go over to Facebook, and let's say we were hunting for agency owners. That's who we want to talk with. So I click that. And this is very generic. You can use the search bar to actually filter. We have trainings on that too. But now we've got groups, right? So I don't want to go into a group and show you how that works, but it's very simple. You just click in there, and then you can collect members from any group that you want. We have training on that. Go check that out. But one of the fastest things you can do is you can scroll down here, and we can see, like, you just start seeing stuff, right? So you can go all, you can go people, you can go pages, you can go wherever. So wherever posts are, and now I see here. Personally, I believe if you guys have uncovered, okay, let's see here, boom, 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 boom. I know that high level serves agency owners. So this is a great place. And we know that there's 55 likes and 43 comments. What if we wanted to grab those? All we have to do is go up to our extension tool and click on Facebook, and you can see you just choose whatever you want. So in this case, I'm going to grab the likes, right? So that's what I want. So all I do is I click there, that opens, I come up to the extension, click on likes, and I hit start. And instantly it's going to start scrolling down all of these people from the likes on this random post, and I'm all set, right? So I get to the bottom, I can click stop there again, and I just click copy. Instantly I've copied those profiles. Now I'm going to take them back. I'm going to import them. Facebook, likes, same exact way. Boom, just like this. And then all you do is you come right here, right click and paste. Check that out. All those profiles now, all those people that you just grabbed right off the likes. And then we just want to put in some information about what we're doing. So I always put the date. So today is 6/30/22. This is going to be likes to leads. And the post that it came from was an agency owner's post from high level. So if you want to, what I like to do is come back to the post, and I grab the post ID explicitly. There's the post ID. It's actually in a group. That's okay. And I come back here and I just paste it. So now I know exactly where those leads came from, what posts they are, and I'll just say demo purpose. You can always add anything you want here. I just like to put notes in every card, and then add the leads to a pipeline. Absolutely. We're going to click in there. We're going to go find FB00, which should be right here at the top. Just click lead in, just like that. So it says lead in. Then we're going to assign a value. I know that our clients are worth $19.97 lifetime value, whatever yours is, whatever your deal amount is for each client. It's worth it to put it in there, so put that in there. And then we can choose a color for the cards. Say, for example, let's put in some purple cards. So likes are going to be purple, and that's all we have to do. And then we hit start. Instantly now we have 56 people in that pipeline. So I just go. This is part 2. If you missed part 1, you can always find it by going right up here and clicking edit pipeline, and you will be able to grab the video from part 1. There it is. Part 2 will be just below this one because I'm filming it right now. So in this video, we're going to actually walk through FB00 booking a call flow, this whole pipeline, how it functions now after we have a bunch of leads in here worth over $100,000. Showed you exactly how to do that in the last video. So the first thing we want to do is we actually want to pre-qualify each and every lead, right? So as you saw me there, I can change dates on the cards here. I can reset this dollar value. If you want to know how to do that, you click into the card itself. Then you would go to deal details, and then we can change this. We'll just say Chris is worth $1 million or 100,000, however much that is. That's cool. Yeah, there you go, $1 million. So, so you saw how to change that. You can adjust the colors here. You can kick people out of the pipeline by clicking that button. I'm not going to do that. You can change the status here. So, for example, as we go through qualifying, if somebody's not qualified, you could just click here and go not qualified. And when I do that, they just are immediately booted out of the pipeline. And so now that you've kind of seen how this works, you can also click here. You can move it to the start, left, right, to the end, far right. You can add or move leads to different places. You can edit the lead card, or you can remove the lead from here as well. And very shortly, we're going to have a little blinking dot that shows unread response messages are going to be showing up here too. So what we're doing here now is once we've imported all these people in, we can just look at our SOP and it says click Facebook icon, right? So click on the Facebook icon, review profile and confirm the answer is yes to these questions. Now these questions are going to change depending on your business, but again, very generic here. Have they been active on social in the past 5 days? Do they live in an English-speaking country? Do they use social to promote their business? These should be simple yes or no questions, because when we're pre-qualifying, we want to take these people from suspect to prospect as fast as possible. And like I said, these questions will change depending on that. And when yes to all questions, just move the card to stage 2. So we're not actually sending any messages here, but we're just pre-qualifying. So how it works is I'm going to click on that button just like it said to do. When I do, it takes me right into Chris's profile. And then I take 30 seconds, no longer than 30 seconds, right, to make sure. All right, what are we doing? Do they live in America? Yes. Are they using their profile to promote their business? Yes, absolutely. I know that's got the group here. That's cool. Whatever those 3 or 4 questions are that are yes, has this person posted in the last 4 hours? Yes, so they're active on social. So they meet all the criteria. So we know that this person is a dead fit for us. And now we come back here and all we do is just pre-qualified. Boom. Now the first task of the day is to go through and put in 25 to 30 new pre-qualified people each and every day before you start the rest of the flow. But once you've done that, now what we're going to do is we're going to start the engagement strategy, because we have to get engagement with them before we can send them messages. This is how to do it. Again, we can hover over here and look at this. We'll read it together. Left click on Facebook icon. So we're going back to the Facebook icon. Whenever you click any one of these buttons, the message from this template is stored on your clipboard. So that's what that says here. Like 3 posts, leave 2 random comments, paste send the engagement message on the prospect's profile picture as a comment. And then of course, if the profile picture is not available, try the banner pic. If that's not available, paste send the message on the first available post. Click add friend, move card to stage 2. So again, this is a little bit more easy to do when you just follow the steps. So again, click here. And now we're starting the 3, 2, 1. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here. I'm going to like 1, like 2, like 3, right? And now I'm going to make 2 random comments. Yes. Okay, so sometimes you'll have these things that just pop out. The fastest way is this is so awesome. Boom. And then I just hit enter. Now, one of the things that I like to do is try to make these questions so that they see your name and they engage and respond in the question. That always helps. So I've made one. Then I'll go here and I'll click 2. So I've done 3 likes, 2 comments, and now I'm coming back for number 1. I scroll back up, go right to their profile picture, and then all I'm doing is I'm actually going to copy and paste. So paste, right? So paste. You can see, thanks for sharing all your great content, Chris. This one was already copied to my clipboard. Extremely relevant and on point. Would love to connect in the DMs. And I just send that one just like that. Now I've notified him on one of his favorite pictures that I want to connect with him. That's stage 3. And then I would click the add friend button here. That's the engagement strategy. And then we would come back as soon as we've completed that. And we're dragging and dropping Chris into the next stage. And now we look at the next SOP. It says left click on the message icon, verify you are friends in the messenger window. Okay, so this is just a verification that we're actually friends. The fastest way to do this is, again, I'm going to take somebody that I've not ever talked to. So say this person, I'm waiting here for Roger Doak. So to check that I've friend request has been sent, so I click there. Takes me into Messenger, and right in my Messenger inbox, I can see very quickly whether or not I'm friends. It says you're friends or you're not friends right there. So that's all I have to do is check that, come back here, and if I'm not friends, what I want to do is I can actually go back here and I could go back to the profile, unfriend or refriend request. That's one option. 2 options is to just wait another day. To do that, I would just drag this out and drop it back in, and it will update the date automatically. That's simple. And so let's say they requested, the request is accepted. So then what I'm going to do is just simply drag. I have my own card in here too. So I just drag and drop this one right here. The request has been accepted, and then I'm actually going to adjust. If you ever want to adjust anything in the card, this is where you would adjust the SOPs. You can change the name. You can select the tracking, but I wanted to change this to actually 1 hour. So I'll show you how that works. I hit save. So that's now updated the pipeline. So when I drag a new card into that column, so like whoosh, boom, it'll say today, right? So that's cool. And then I know I'm ready to start the flow. So what I'm going to do here, again, now that we've completed this one, so I've left-clicked verified for friends, we're moving on to the next one, right? So the next one says here, left-click message icon, paste send initial message template, move card to stage 4. Very simple, okay? So in this case, now I'm clicking here. That's going to take me into my personal messenger. Just remove all that stuff here. And then I just paste, send. Thanks for the friend accept, Sean. I noticed on one of your recent posts you mentioned, again, you have to update this from the previous video. If you haven't seen that one, go back and watch that one. But yeah, that's the first message. And then we just come on back here and we're going to drag and drop. Now we're going to look at the next one. It says, if no reply, left click on the message icon, paste send 48-hour follow-up. When reply has been, oh, come on, stupid thing. There we go. When reply has been received, right click on the message icon, left click, and then paste send that message, move card to stage 6. So my options are, I'm waiting on the prospect to respond. If they don't respond, I'm going to move it here. If they do respond, I'm going to actually send the message from here. So how do I get the different messages? Well, it says left click. That's taking me back into the messenger thing here. And I'm going to see if they've responded. If they haven't responded, it's just paste, send, right? And then if I come back here and I say, let's say they did respond, when receive reply, we're inviting them to a call right away, okay? So in this case, I right click, because if we look at that SOP again, it says right click message icon. So we're gonna right click, and then it's gonna take us in, and then we left click the one we wanna send. So very simply, right click, and then, oh, there it is, right here, just like that. I'm gonna left click that one, just like that. That is now copied to my clipboard. It's taking me back here, and then I would paste that one. So it makes sense. I ask because I have a lot of people. There you go. And then we're going to close this thing. And then we would move this along to right here, right? Again, I'm testing all of the messages, but I just drag and drop it there like that. In this case, I want to see this SOP and go through it. So if they've done nothing, when received reply, right click on the message, left click when replied, and paste and send template. All right, so we're still waiting on this, and let's just see. Okay, so when received, okay, so we actually need to change this SOP because we're just gonna paste and send. So we're gonna edit the stage. So when received reply, this is gonna be left click, and that's gonna be the message icon. And then it's paste, send the when replied invite call template, and then we move card to stage 6. Look at that one's all tuned up now. Cool, just like that. So all we have to do is click there. I already have this open over here. Paste, send. And we'd see this is the make sense one here. So we're actually going to go back and just double check that that is the right one. Yep, makes sense. That's the exact right message, and I'll drag and drop this one here. The reason it's the same as the last one is because if you recall, I was actually right clicking and I grabbed that same message. That's why it's that way. So in this particular instance, you're only going to be sending that message once, either from this stage or that stage. Same thing here. Got a couple of options. So once we've received the reply and we've actually invited them to a call, I can just delete this one, as you can see. So are you up for a quick chat? They can say yes, they can say no, or they can do nothing, right? So if they say yes, best call. When yes to call, we're sending the booking link. So it'd be from 6 to 10. So the fast track, boom, like that, right? That's one way. The second fat, they can say no to a call. Okay, in that case, boom, we're moving it there. And then they can do nothing, which would be right to 7. So if we look at the SOP and just confirm, number 1, it says no reply, paste send 48-hour follow-up. That's right. If no to call, right click, left click no to call, paste and send. When yes to call, right click message icon, left click booking link, paste send, move card to stage 10. So we got it. So it's 9 or 10 or 7, right? So 7, 9, or 10. So if we just, again, to start, just left click, takes you right back here. And we see they haven't responded. So then it's a paste, send. Seriously, Sean. And it has their name ready to go. I gotta get this thing out of here. I'd like to connect. You up for it? You can come back here, and then I'll drag and drop this one right here. Boom, just like that. And now what are my choices? Well, I've got a 72-hour, I've got an if no, and I've got a when yes. Okay, so my choices, if we zoom in here, we've got a 72-hour, we got an if no, and a when yes. That's what we're looking for. Sweet. So all I do is left click, and then I'm going to come back here and paste. Just wanted to connect again. I'm sure you're busy. By the way, let me know if there's a better channel connect. Would you prefer a quick chat? We're asking them again. Sweet. And I just want to double check that the right one. So we got 7, 9, and 10. Oops, sorry, 8, 9, and 10. That's right. Yep. So we have 8, 9, and 10. Those are the options. So I just move it to 8. And so now here, what are our choices? Well, if I zoom in, if no to call, right click message icon, left click no to call. When yes to call, left click and then paste send message. Okay, cool. So we've got the yes already teed up as our default. So if we wanted to check, we could right click, and now we see, okay, if when yes is the default like that. So this is the one that when you left click that message, that is going to be copied to your clipboard, or we can right click and then left click that one. So let's say, for example, they say no to the call. And so in this case, I'm going to right click, I'm going to left click. That takes me back to the messages. And then I'm going to say, if no to call, paste, send, boom. No worries, let's stay connected in here. Curious, who do you care about? I'm asking for a referral here for you. That's amazing. And then in this case, we'd come back here and we drag this one here. Now what the stop sign means is that this is kind of a dead stage where after you've gotten here, there is one more. If you click here, left click on message icon, remove message, and respond in an off-script. Okay, so I actually wrote this one already for you, so you don't even have to do that now. So I'm just going to update this. Edit stage, left click message icon, review message, if referral, if yes to referral, then it's just simply paste, send, referral script, template, and leave card in this stage to reset date for one more follow-up. There is a template in there. Okay, cool. So I'm going to leave that like that. So I just want to share this one with you. So I did actually set this up. So again, we've asked for that referral. So it was just a left click. And they say, hey, I want you to meet Bill. Great. Paste send. Says, great. Just set up a 3-way chat with you, me, and them, and me in the chat, and copy paste this message. Right? You copy paste that message just like that. I'll take it from there. Lastly, what can I do to serve you? And they're going to come back and tell you something, and we're just going to leave this here. And what I would encourage you to do is just click here and then change the date to the next available day, like the 5th, right? And then that when this comes today, you'll just remember to double check on yourself. Let the system be the thing to tell you what to do. So now let's say, for example, they said yes to the call, so I'm going to back the card up, right? So I've sent them the follow-up, and now they want to go on a call. So what am I doing? Again, yes is always the optimized one. So yes to call. This message, paste, send. Boom. Great. Here's my booking link. We're done. We just sent the booking link, and then we come back and drag and drop right over here. Now we're here in the yes column. What does it say? Left click icon. If no reply, no call booking is confirmed. Paste, send message 48. Move card to stage 11. When call booking is confirmed, just drag card to stage 12. So we have two options here. We can either send a 48-hour follow-up to book again, or we can just drag because they booked a call. Our Calendly system, or whatever system we have for the call, will tell us what we have to do. So if the call is when the call's booked, just come over here and drag and drop just like that. Boom. Okay. And if they don't have that yet, again, you just click here. And we see they haven't booked yet. So paste, send. We're able to find a spot. And then they're going to find a spot, drag and drop. And the same thing here is when I hover over that, I wonder what's going on there. It's crazy. When call booking is confirmed, drag to stage 12. Okay, cool. So let's see, there it is. Okay, cool. So as soon as the call is booked, we just drag and drop it right there, and the call has been booked. Now we're going to left click, copy paste confirmation message has been sent. So very simply, I click here, paste, boom. Hey Sean, I'm pumped that you booked the call again. This is what our call is going to be about. Looking forward to it. Drag and drop. Now the day before call reminder, right? So that's the next one. Change data card to say the day before the call is actually scheduled. When card is due, left click message icon, send the day before reminder. Okay. First step, come right in here. Change this to the day before the call. So if we know it's going to be like July 13th, we want to set this to July 12th so we know that that's the day that we need to send the day before call reminder. So once we've done that, then all we do is a little left click action, a little paste, a little send. Looking forward to connecting with you tomorrow. Boom, just like that, drag and drop. And now after you've completed the call, very simply, we're going to send the after call follow-up. After completing the call, left click message, paste send, and you may have to edit it. So all we do is left click, little paste, and we can just go up and look. Here's a quick recap of the 3 most important things I felt came from the call. Change these because they're going to be independent per each call that you do, right? And then this is the closer line right here. Is this something you think you can do? Right, so we have that all set up now. You send that over. And then of course we wait for them to purchase. So on purchase confirmation, move card to stage 16. Booyah. Congrats on making a sale. That's awesome. Congrats. So you've done it. Then we drag them in here. Okay. And now we have, as soon as we drag in here, we're going to send the after purchase complete message. So again, just a left click, a little paste action, a little pump it up. Whew. And again, you're going to have to change this one. So if I pasted it again, enter the next step. Whatever the next step is for them, you're going to have to enter that step. That's important. Then we come back here and we drag and drop. And you are complete and done, and that's how you run the flow. Now, a couple of other columns you have here. If somebody's completely not a fit, kick them out of here, right? You can kick them out of the pipeline. You can change this to not a fit. I think there's not a fit, not qualified. That's fine. And it'll move them out of the pipeline. Or you can just go right click, move to end, and magically it just pops all the way over to the right side. So that's what this column's for. This column here is if you have another team member running this play for you and they get stuck in a message, like maybe they get here and they don't know how to respond. Well, there's 2 things they can do. Number 1, they can just drag and drop it for you to jump back in and then fix the message, click it and do it. Or number 2, so that's one use for this column. The other use or for the same message is use the urgent flag. So let's say you have a virtual assistant running this, they click here, they can't respond, so they mark it as urgent. And so now when you jump into the pipeline, take a peek and just manage things, you can click search filters, priority, urgent, apply, and look at this. All the other cards disappear except for the one with the urgent on there. So then these are the only ones that show. You just click this message button, deal with the message, come back in here and change the priority and it disappears. Then you just have to take the filter off by clicking it again and hitting apply. Magically, all the cards reappear back in the pipeline just as if they were supposed to, as we see here. There's my card and everything is good. So I'm going to move this one to the end, and I'm actually going to move Chris all the way to the end here. And that is how you run this pipeline effectively. This will book you calls immediately. I wish you the best of luck if this is the pipeline that you've chosen. Thank you so much for being a FlowChat connector, and I can't wait to see you on our next training session. Talk soon.